Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. On tap, we've got what should be a fairly intriguing matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and... I'll have scores around the league for you at the half. But it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, we are just west of downtown Denver off of I-25 at Empower Field at Mile High. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Jacksonville Jaguars. And hello again, everyone. Brandon Godden alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at this Bronco team. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jaguars, they come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And they had it easy last week. They jumped out to an early lead and then put it on cruise control from there.
In the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Broncos head out for their first drive, and at the controls in his first season in the Mile High City, a former Super Bowl champion in Joe Flacco. And in Baltimore, they drafted Lamar Jackson. Eventually, he would take over for Flacco Week 10 a season ago. So Flacco out. Well, the Broncos said, we still think he has some time left in his career. They bring him in for some stability at quarterback, something that they really haven't had in Denver since the departure of Peyton Manning after their victory in Super Bowl 50. On first down, Flacco. He gets this one to Bruce Ellington. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the first play of the game. 74 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Now a play fake here on first down. Now a hit, and Flacco drops the football. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. It's second and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it third and goal. Third and goal, Flacco. This is the tight end Fant. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. Fourth down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will Be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
Ready, set.
Check, 45 to Mike. Go.
Hey, back up. Now.
Minshew, 1st and 10. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. Minshew sets to throw. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, 1st down. From the gun, Minshew to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. And now a look at the offense for Jacksonville.
And a big key is going to be how can these wideouts create separation from the defensive backs, because we've seen some early success in the passing game in this one, and that's going to need to continue.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Minshew. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he's got it. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. It'll be Minshew again. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. D.D. Westbrook, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Those are the drives that prove a lot. You got a rookie quarterback, Charles. You're on the road, takes him down, throws the touchdown pass.
And in a game like this, with, as you described, a rookie quarterback, the team usually says, okay, we got to take care of this guy. We got to protect him. But when he goes out and plays like this on the first drive on the road, he doesn't have to say, I'm here to be your leader. They just need to follow him.
And now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming.
Go, go, go.
Again, Minshew looking to throw. And he'll get into the end zone to make it a 5-point game. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here, because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too. Now a hit, and Flacco drops the football. It's loose. And the Jags grab it. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line.
We gonna shut y'all down.
A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around.
And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. But what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs. If you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
This is taken at at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go!
And Denver getting set to take the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are... So many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Riddick with a carry. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Theo Riddick, 78 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here... The Jaguars to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, 1st down. Now Minshew on 1st and 10.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the... Size of these players nowadays at that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 30. Out of the gun is Minshew. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Here's Minshew, and that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Chris Conley. His fourth touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And now the Jags are going to go for two here. They'll look to throw again. And he's got it. So they tried for two, successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the two-point try. Charles, just in general, what... What are your thoughts, passing versus running on two-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a two-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to...
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get the pressure. Gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks.
And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Throwing again on second down. Minshew. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else.
That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. They'll drop the throw. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming. Now Minshew. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
They go play action here on first down.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 52 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Here's Riddick. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's fourth down.
And how about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. Back to throw.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? He'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Hey, high 7.
2nd and 10. Going for it all. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Chris Conley with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. So the Jags will keep the offense out there as they'll decide to go for 2. He'll look to throw and make them 4 for 4. Now on two-point conversions as he'll take this one in for the score. And the formula there on the two-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What blitz coming, and down he goes. Well, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Passing play, Flacco. It's hauled in by Ellington. The 40, the 30, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Bruce Ellington. 91 yards. And the Broncos get a bit closer. So from back deep in their home territory, all the way into the end zone, you think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance because the normal call is take care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that? And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jeremiah Tauchu came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Another try after the first down sack. Minshew. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Looking to throw. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join, who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. A good pick up there, 22. Looking to throw it, Minshew. The open man is Westbrook. And they'll get this down to the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Now back to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Brian Bonnie Calhoun. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone. I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Flacco from the gun. This one complete to Theo Redden. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march off another 15 against your squad.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Flacco. Complete. Smith has it. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
We got 3.
Now it's Flacco. Caught. It's Ellington. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Keep playing hard.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Now Flacco. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, DJ Hayden. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. 19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Open man right side is Sharp. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. Minshew sets to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Give him 30 yards there. They'll set up a throw. And it's caught. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. So the Jags will keep the offense out there as they'll decide to go for 2. It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air. Here's the outcome. This is... The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Man,
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Riddick. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down. Well, as an offense, some drives you have it, some drives you don't. And this one looks like a you don't.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, it was third and long. It was screaming for a pass. I think they tried to outguess him there with the running play. They didn't fool him at all.
Went in the wrong direction. Look at DJ Chark as he and the rest of the offense head back out. Where he stands right now, as you see, already over 1,000. You have to think 2,000 is a real possibility. Long way to go in the season, but what he's done so far, spectacular.
It is, and you know what he's also hoping for? He's going to play a lot of man coverage from here on out, because one of the best ways to slow down production is to go to zone and double, triple team, put a number of people in the area that you expect him to run into. But man-to-man, every receiver believes he's going to win that battle. And you know what they all do? They all keep kind of a book, on what the defenders do, what their moves are, their best things. And he wants to be able to refer to that book and beat one guy at a time.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Ready? Head over. Hey, echo.
First down, Jacksonville.
Ready?
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Minshew. This is caught. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Evan Ingram. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys continue to pour it on.
I know a lot of coaches like to break their season into quarters, and how about the first 4 games for this guy? 3 touchdowns scored, really making his mark in the red zone here in the first month of the season.
Again, Minshew looking to throw. And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. Oh, boy, rubbing a little salt in the wound there, going for 2 up this big.
There's one time when I played, Brandon, and played against a team that was just absolutely pile driving us, and they ended up going for 2 late in the game. And I asked one of the guys, why'd you do that? He said, because we wanted to win by more. That feels like that type of situation.
Wow. Well, it could also result in a melee later, though. A reminder coming up tonight, a tough ticket in New Orleans. The Cowboys in town to take on the Saints on Sunday Night Football. And tomorrow night, Charles and I, we go to Pittsburgh. Bengals and Steelers, 2 teams, well, they don't like each other very much. That's well documented. That starts at 8:15 Eastern as we close out the month of September. On 2nd and 7, Flacco. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted. When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup. Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads will be fairly clear
that is
by the time we have to leave the booth.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. He's going to have the first down past the 20. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
60 outlaw.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Minshew, 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sean Lee gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. After the sack on 1st down, Minshew going to throw right side here, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags 1st down. Now Minshew. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Sean Lee, the linebacker, able to get a hand in coverage. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. D.D. Westbrook with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So the Jags will keep the offense out there as they'll decide to go for 2. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a 2nd time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that 2nd score here in the 3rd quarter. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Operating out of the gun, Flacco, and that's complete. It's Allington, and he's able to get up here to the 26.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Josh Allen in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Welcome back now to Denver. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Taking it about the 16. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. Look at DJ Chark as he and the rest of the offense head back out. So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
You want to start a new tradition? What can we throw on the field?
Oh, no.
Throw your mic out there.
A lot of fans would like that. Cut his mic off.
3 touchdowns so far. And now the throw taken in by Chark. A good pickup there at 22. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark there to make the grab as his guys continue to pour it on. So the Jags will keep the offense out there as they'll decide to go for two. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Flacco into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. He'll look to throw. That one complete. He finds Shark. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And a nice gain of 21 yards. From the gun, Minshew to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. It'll be Minshew again. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Chris Conley there to make the grab as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So the Jags will keep the offense out there as they'll decide to go for 2.
There's no doubt in my mind.
Do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Flacco, and that's complete to the tight end Hireman. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play there on the catch and run. 44 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Flacco from the gun. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 10. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet and make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
He got 29 yards that time. Looking to throw it. Minshew. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards on the play. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 38. They're going to look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I, we think about dinner plans, but we also know that plenty of people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And coming out now, the Broncos. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. He's got Smith here. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
We got 3, fellas. We got
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Flacco. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. It's picked up by the Broncos. And it's a defensive return for a late touchdown. So they still need somewhat of a miracle here, but at least that gets them a little bit closer. And at this point, after that return for a touchdown, I guess the only thing is you're asking what else could go wrong.
Not only that, I think that between the two of us, we thought this was over before. I believe now it's really over.
So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 33 yards that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now throwing on 1st down and completing it. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Caught here by Conley.
All day, baby, let's go.
Ready?
Check Mike. Hey, Haywood.
17 yards.
Ready?
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Brianne Bonnie Calhoun. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So,
and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
45's the mic. 45's the mic. Here we go, D. Get off the field. Deep river.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Darian Thompson. He's got the lane, and there he goes. 30, 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Denver. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they didn't get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this.